Hey, good morning, good day. You know what? I thought I'd start a little bit early today, get myself all ramped up and ready to go. Hi, everybody. I am your party artist. My name's Kim Overholt, and yeah, I'm live at my studio, Overholt Art and Entertainment Studio, and I hope you're having a good day. I'm having a great day. It's sorry, I have to remember what day it is. It's Magic Tuesday. It's Magic Tuesday. Hey, do you know what Magic Tuesday entails? Well, a little bit of this. How about this? Have you seen this one before? Whoa. 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 That's magic. Yeah, magic like this. Watch. Yes, it was there. That was a bad. Let me try it again. Let me try again. I can't grab it. I can't grab it. I got it. Here they go. Whatever. It's terrible. I'm terrible. Well, if I have proper props, I'm not bad when it comes to magic. But when I don't have anything around me to really give you a little bit of magic, I'm really kind of like, what do I have? Yeah, this one scared me as a child. This See what happened? Here's a story for you. When I was young, there used to be kids that used to get sick in our class and they'd throw up all over everything. So one day our janitor was coming in and he was cleaning up, well, some kid had gotten sick behind me in one of the desks. And he was telling me to move my desk over. And I moved over and it made this noise like, "Ah!" And I went, and he went, ah. And I went, oh, I'm sorry. And he said, ah, look what you did. And he went, ah. And I went, "Oh my god!" And I started crying, and I cried, and they had to calm me back down because, like, no, no, Kim, it's only a trick. It's only a trick. I'm like, oh, okay. Oh man, it had me ever since. Magic had me like since then. I thought magic was something, but then I saw that. Whoa, whoa. I was like, no, no, don't lose any limbs over me. This is terrible. But it's Magic Tuesday. Yeah, Magic Tuesday entails a lot of good times and fun. And yeah, I'm going through a few things, trying to get a little bit of organization going on. And if you want to know a little bit more about me and the kind of things that I do, check out my website, kimoverholt.com. I'm doing a lot of things coming up in the near future, and I hope to get you involved as well. And this is part of the reason why I come live and I tell you guys a little bit of something that's going on because I never know. Some days I might be doing something completely different. I just found out recently that I get to be a mascot again. It just blows my mind. I love being a mascot for. I get to be a gnome. I'm called Jerome the Gnome, and I get to do that over at the Falls View Casino. I love that because in between I can go play in the slots and stuff. Well, I used to be. I don't know if they ask for anything, but if they do, if they do, I'm not a shoo-in, but if they don't, I'm a shoo-in now. Whatever. But you know what? I was some interesting things that I was reading up on today, and I don't know if you might think of this as an interesting concept, but yeah, let me know what you think. Actually, I'll draw it out, and you can tell me what you think. Okay, because this is really kind of cool. I thought it was kind of magical myself, but it goes kind of like this. Oh, the earth into which we live. Ooh. You ever wonder how it ended up getting populated the way it does? Maybe. Well, one of the theories that I just heard recently, and it's kind of neat, and I thought I'd just share this with you and see what you think. But let me know in the comments below. But what they say, the Earth was alone and floating alone, and it didn't really have any life on it until we got this little thing called a little moon. And that little moon is kind of they said it was a very rare thing to have a moon, well, but they do have it on other planets. Of course, they have them on other planets, and they say that the other moons have also done the same thing as what our earth has what our moon has done for our earth. And what they said is that the moon was once had water on it, had water, and the concept is it was like frozen water, of course, and it got close to the earth and ended up having stayed there, and of course circled the earth. Circled the earth here, and when there was like no, there's a volcano by the way. When there was nothing upon the earth, when that little thing called the moon came along. And what they said is that it had some ice and all kinds of things that kind of um, are tied to our, oh, oops, funny enough, our DNA is kind of connected, as they say, to the moon in some reason that whatever the organisms that were on the moon kind of like fell upon the earth, had its influence upon it, and all the things, all organisms in the world all have work off of a like a little, and we all have that little. Everybody talks about those little patterns that kind of make up who we are. Or was it the A, C, G, A, or D, or whatever? I forget what the letters are for all the amino acids and things that you have in your body, where they come from, and what they say is that like the moon was kind of like flying by one day, ooh, with all these things on it, and kind of like got attracted to the earth, and it melted all these oceans that were on the moon, came into the earth and landed. Maybe, who knows? Could be the concept of life itself being like, the egg and the the sperm kind of lands on the egg and goes, hey, we make something. And then all these little cells start happening and it turns into a baby. But neither here nor there. I was like, wow, that's kind of an interesting concept. I never thought of it that way. That maybe the moon seeded the earth. No, I had this thing. I love concepts. I've been kind of like, I have an open mind. I think about things all the time. So this is one of the things I thought, that's kind of neat. I thought I'd bring it up and just throw it out there. Yeah, anyways, so, and I think it's so fascinating. I always had a big fascination when I was a kid with, um, well, let's do a thing on it then, because it's kind of interesting. The biology of people. I've always found it very fascinating. People who say that they're descendants of so and so, and how do you know? How do you know? From those little codes that, of course, maybe came from the moon. Those codes that kind of change one to the other, and maybe there's a specific code. Was it A, G, D, the C, something or other, and they all change around, and they all mean something to somebody. And maybe if you are a certain code, maybe that means you are aspired to greatness. Who knows? You could be the next. You could be the next Albert Einstein, not even realizing it, but it's in your code that you're already an Einstein. You're already like what you are out there. It's just a matter of developing your ability to comprehend things, and in order to make your mind understand stuff, it needs to be disciplined, and not by other people. Has to be self-discipline. And self-discipline is almost like being the magician, like we were talking about yesterday, creating the magic. You create the magic when you do things for yourself. Like I say, when I show people how to draw and paint, it's not because it's something to just throw out there. It's something to show you that you do have more options. You can do more than you think you can. And that's what I've always. It surprises me when it comes right down to when I've done my paint classes and parties. I don't call them classes because I have no class. I call it, when I instruct, I don't ever think about class because it doesn't have nothing to do with class. It has to do with getting you to do it. I can do it, but you can do it too. And it's just the thing. Like people, they're brilliant, and that's the other thing too. You may have knowledge yourself, being that you're a person, meeting up another person. You can share your information back and forth with each other because we relate really well with each other when we know what we're talking about. Most concepts I ever talk about is with art, so I try not to go any deeper than that because everything is very, like I always say, it's not about the destination at one point, it's the journey. And the journey that I'm on right now takes me in so many different directions, but it all kind of stems back into something that has to do with art and discipline of the mind, right? Discipline, make sure that you don't make too many mistakes, like having too many tattoos. I think having too many tattoos is. I think you have to really, really think about the things. Like I make tattoos all the time for people, and I always try to tell them like it's got to be something that is conceptually made just for you. That you can have so many different ones made by other people, but if it doesn't have a meaning for you, why do you have it? A lot of people love tattoos, and I don't stop people. I don't. But I just put it out there for people to know whenever I do something for them. It has to have meaning. I did what was it? For one time, somebody asked me to do like a nice thing of. I'm just as a rough little sketch here. So say like a rough sketch of. Now, does that mean something to you? Heaven's Gate. Heaven's Gate means so much to so many people, and yet it could be anything that you want it to be. It could be a beginning and ending, a way, and maybe an entrance into another life. You know what, that kind of thing. Gateways and stuff like that. I'm always thinking are always a very interesting concept. Another thing I want to kind of point out ever since I've been doing this is the ultimate point of doing art is to put something of you out there. And I guess you can do it through your children. That's putting something out there, that's for sure. But you can do it also through your concepts of how you find the world too. And this is what I've gotten myself into, this kind of relationship with life and art too. And it puts me so many different directions because you could do CNC involves a form of art because you have to know certain ways things move. You have to, another form of art is by when you cook things. You have to know temperatures. Everything has a certain discipline. So even when you do any kind of art, say in the form of painting, you have to know what you want to paint and the paints that you're going to use, oils, acrylics. You got to know if you're going to do it in pastels, or if you're going to do it in pencils, because again, you can add. There's so many ranges of so many things you can get into. And oh, oh my goodness, I'm getting a call. Hold on, one sec. Hello. Hi. Oh, I'm live. Oh, yeah, no problem, man. I'll talk to you a little bit. Okay, bye. That was my sister. Okay. Anyways, yeah, she should have known. I started early today. I started early because I can. Yeah, usually I'm on for 11 o'clock, but I decided to come early because I wanted to talk about science and magic. Because they are all kind of like a little bit related, even though yeah, even back in the day when they used to call women witches because they would try and mix things together to make a certain tincture to maybe help somebody's stomach who had like any kind of problems. You know, Another great thing is the biology, getting to know the human structure, uh, skeletal system is very good, as well as knowing your muscles and how they move. And we can get down to even like the nerves. The nerves. Because I'm sure there's probably times there are very many people's nerves that are struck, if you will, when they see certain things or do certain kinds of art. You know, you never think of it down to to the bare bones, like into right in, even into the blood. You know, everything has a positive or negative experience. So, and sometimes it causes your muscles to maybe not move sometimes, and maybe sometimes you get more flexible. And the skeleton, of course, you have all kinds of negative and positive reactions to different things as well. Da, 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 da. Yeah. So art kind of goes into everything, and that's why I'm trying to get across. Like even when you think of magic, magic and art always go hand in hand too, because you're creating something on a blank page. You're starting something from nothing, but there's really it's nothing. It's something there. There's always something. Isn't that funny? The concept for magic that there's never empty space. There's always something that's filling it, whether it be molecules, little tiny DNA particles, anything. It's here in the air. It's what we breathe. It's our being. It's all around us. You know what I mean? It's something that life makes. And you can make magic too. And that's why I'm here this morning, to make a little magic for you too. So, I have to get set up actually for some, and make some paintings today for some of my events coming up. So I'm actually going to be working on that today, as well as doing a little bit of work around the office to tidy it up. It's always stuff to do. Even when you don't have stuff to do, there's always stuff to do. And like I say, if you want to know a little bit more about me, or want to commission me for any work, KimOverholt.com. Me and my fancy graphics, we go everywhere. I could fix that up. I might even change the lettering. You know, it's a new year. I should maybe try and fix things up after a while. Like it's kind of stale. I gotta spruce myself up a bit. Maybe change my background. You know what? I do have a green screen, and I might use it. So I was going to give it to somebody, but I haven't heard back from them. So I guess I'm probably going to have to try and maybe get a little bit into the art of movies myself, a little bit of green screen action. We'll play with that idea and see where it ends up. Okay. So in the meantime, I just want to say I might come back later and do some painting for you. It's going to be one of those days where it could float in and out. Or I may see you tomorrow, which is I definitely probably will see you tomorrow. But in the meantime, you want a little bit of before you go? See what's going on for today? What did we have yesterday? Yesterday, I think we had a little bit of magic going on. Yeah, let's just find out what's going on for today then. All right. So before I go, and I might come back, like I say, I'm just. We've got a little bit of a start for you. Oh, geez, I did it again. Kimmy, gotta be careful. All right, so shovel those babies, and we'll see what happens. Get a card for you today. Let's see if the weather gets better. I might go out and do something. Maybe I'll do a live sequence somewhere out there, out in the real world. I like that idea, and post it back to my site here and see how you guys like it. Yeah, I need to change it up a bit too. Yeah, give you guys a little bit of fun. You guys need a little bit more fun than me just sitting around in my studio, right? I've been in my studio an extra forever for the last 3 years because of will not say. But I'm glad to be out again, and I'm glad to be doing a bridal shower coming up in June. Ah, a bridal shower in June. I love the idea of painting in June. It's always nice. And who knows? I might even see you guys out here one day. I thought we flipped over. Okay, I'm good. Okay, so If you see me shuffling this, you want me to stop, you could just say stop, or I'll wait till a card falls out. I've been waiting. It usually happens. I'm not too bad with, or I stop when I feel it. I've had enough of it. Oh, all right. Da, 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 you know, yeah. Ooh. Oh, oh, there it is. There it is. There's the card for today. There's the card for today. The card is, oh, the Ace of Cups. See it spilling out. My cup runneth over. Ooh, ooh, ooh. So the Ace of Cups. Cups very watery. Right? Right. Let me see what it says. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, I got too far. Going too far. Dun, dun, dun. I'm getting going. Dun, dun, dun. Love. Love. Love, peace, good, good love. My cup runneth over. This marks the fertile beginning of the flow of love into your life. Put it there. Because you are accepting and receiving on a new level, there's a new opportunity coming into your life. Hey, that might be for me. There's a new opportunity coming into your life, or maybe yours, to experience the most positive emotion. Joy, health, and happiness are being offered to you. Allow yourself to feel positive benefits flowing in and out of your heart. These are feelings that money cannot buy and time cannot take away from you. So there you go. My cup runneth over with love. Ain't it awesome? Okay. So a little bit of love for you today. And it's all positive. It gives you a little bit of a thing, but that's where you go. There you go. So there we go. We got a little bit of love on the basis of strife. Might be strife. Oh. 5 or 6. 5. Anxiety. Yeah. So you see, don't be anxious. All is well. So let me just give it a nice quick little shuffle. Like, where am I? Okay. And put it back. All right. So thank you again for tuning in this little bit. And like I say, I may come back again later. It's one of those, it's Magic Tuesday. So I'm always making magic, especially on a Tuesday. Because I really do think Tuesdays are special. And I may even come back and play a little ukulele for you too. Who knows? I'm feeling very generous today. I see the Empress coming up quite a bit, and that's another thing that I wanted to mention to you, the Empress. So we'll see what's going on. I'll see what's happening. And in the meantime, okay. If I don't come back, I hope you have a great day. But I want to say, hey, peace out, brother, with a little bit added, because you know my mama loves you, and I love you too. And I hope you have a fantastic day. It's getting to be. Maybe the sun might come out. If it doesn't, I still love you just the same.